Good day to everybody out there. This is See Thy Wealth, Water Your Health. Drink a glass of water. And you're here with me on my steps to my house. And as you can see, I got a couple mango trees that I planted from seed. And excited about those. Got two actually here and one. So these are separate, a couple separate seeds in this one pot here. One here. And these are mangoes that I ate from a lady's house that I got down at the village at the beach. And they were some of the most incredible mangoes ever. Very, very small. And man, I mean, I could eat those all day. They just taste like cotton candy. So sweet, but natural and healthy for the body. And I have these gloves on because the mosquitoes are very, very vicious out here. And any amount of skin that they see or smell, whatever senses that they get to go towards your body. And I keep my hat on too because y'all already know I'm a little bald up top. But anyway, yeah. And I also have a plate of papaya seeds here that I let sit out here in the sun. And I'm gonna grow those because papayas take about 6 months to a year to grow. And they sell them for $7 a piece here. Incredible. So we're definitely going to be growing as many papaya trees as we can. I love papayas. They're very good for the digestive system, but I'm not here to talk about that. We are surrounded by life. I'm here to talk about signing up for therapy and taking care of my mental health. Because one thing that we all do is if we want to get better, we go to college, which has professors to teach us a particular subject. We want to play any type of sport, we get a coach. I feel like right now, at the point that I'm at in my life, you want to learn how to take karate, you go and get someone that's experienced, right? So where I am, as you guys have heard me talk about in the last month or so, probably more, my mental health is becoming a top priority of mine. And I felt like the best thing for me to do at this particular time in my journey is to hire a trainer, which is, I believe, a therapist when it comes to the mind, and helping me work through a lot of my problems and my blockages and my issues that I have, my trauma, so I can get my internal peace that I've been speaking so highly about. Because I've accomplished everything that I've looked to accomplish in the physical realm in regards to becoming physically free, financially free, and being able to do for self with regards to producing my own food, fruits and vegetables. As you can see, like I said, we got 4 mango plants here, 2 in 1 and these 2. But I have yet to been able to conquer my mind and be able to get better in that regard. So the people that I'm involved with, friendships are relationships too. So I could just ball everything up in a relationship. So let's just say relationships, even people that I work with, everything is basically a relationship, whether it's a working relationship or a personal relationship. And I feel like all of those are suffering or have suffered from me not being able or me not taking care of my mind. And I think the time is now, because although I am free from a lot of distractions and noise, and I don't really have to worry about dealing with people on a regular basis, I'm not going to be isolated forever. And I didn't come here for isolation. I came here to build a farm, and not to do it by myself. I came here to actually start small and grow. Start small meaning myself and whatever's already here, and then a possible community and the future of like-minded individuals who are vibrating on the same frequency, mainly when it comes to health and body and eating. And whatever else comes along with that, great. But essentially, my mind has been suffering. My mental health has been suffering. I have a major control issue with wanting to be everything my way. And one may say, well, you having a control issue may have been what got you here to been able to put all this together. Maybe so. But I haven't been able to separate the working control with the personal control, and me knowing how to handle myself once I don't have the control because someone does something that I don't like. Just because someone does something that you don't like doesn't mean that I should discard them and not have them in my life. Now, I'm not saying that if someone does something blatantly to me that pisses me off, I should keep them around. No, But I'm just like, if we have differences of opinion, if you like Donald Trump and I don't, I shouldn't just toss you away. Or you have a particular opinion about this and I don't, like, I shouldn't just toss you away. You know what I'm saying? And in the process of those disagreements, I shouldn't allow myself to get so angry or so emotionally involved to where I have a breakdown. It's deep. It's a lot of things that are really going on up here that I have to be able to conquer. Because like I've been saying, I like to be great and I like to get better. I don't like to stay stagnant and stuck. And the only way I could become great is by conquering the mind. And I have yet to get there. And I had my first session yesterday, which was Monday. Today is Tuesday, the 4th, I believe. Excuse me, I don't really have to worry about dates and all that stuff, but I do something like that. I don't know what today is actually, but whatever, it was Monday, the first session was, and it was a really, really, really powerful session for me. I'm gonna do this once a week, at least until I feel like I've gotten enough internal balance to where I can just use what I've learned as exercise and implement that into my daily practices, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and share that with you guys, to let you guys know that I have taken a first step, because I refuse to go on any medication. And as I've said previously, I don't believe medication. And when I mean by medication, it could be liquor. Some people self-medicate with meth, cocaine, marijuana. And while marijuana was my particular drug of choice or herb of choice, I don't want to lean on that for this particular situation. I want to be able to get through what I'm getting through without any type of substance. And if I want to use marijuana when I want to use it, just because I want to use it, then great. But not because I feel like I can't handle myself. I do not want to use that for that. Even though it is a herb, it's not something that I want to lean on for that. I want to be able to gain enough tools, enough techniques to help me get to where I want to get, so I can treat people around, treat myself good, number one. And then with me treating myself good, I can treat others better. Because we're all interconnected somehow. And if I treat you bad, ultimately I'm treating myself bad. And that's not a good thing, because that comes with stress. And I don't want to be sitting around here stressed. You know what I'm saying? So I have hired me a trainer to work on my mind. Some of us hire trainers to lose weight. I need to hire a trainer for my mind. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Also, if you could like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell and hit all, so you're getting every notification that you get with my videos. You know, I feel good to be here, you know, in isolation, so I can actually work on myself. Because one of the things that I've been actually reading and learning lately is this is going to be an ongoing thing. Every day, every second, every hour, this has to be at the forefront. I have to be obsessed with getting my mind right. Just like some of us are obsessed with getting rich, or some of us are obsessed with getting women or men, or whatever we're looking to do, we become obsessed with it. I need to become obsessed with working my mind and conquering my mind and becoming a better individual, period. Obsession. Getting extreme, the same way I could do a 14-day water fast or 7-day water fast or 4-day dry fast. I need to become that's pretty much extremism to me. That's going really extreme. I need to become extreme with every second of the day with how I think and how I want to get things done. When I communicate with people, the tone of voice that I'm using, right? And this is how serious it has to get for me. Doesn't mean that I won't have mistakes. Doesn't mean that things won't go perfectly, or things will go perfectly, because it's not. But I have to be able to get back up as soon as I recognize that fall and brush myself off and correct it. And I will conquer what I'm trying to get accomplished here. I will conquer this. Absolutely. There's no way I can fail unless I just give up. And that's not in the cards. We don't look like we give up over here. We look like we're about growing and producing and cultivating. This is real. We don't play with this life thing over here. I've done it for too long, where I put my life in the line, where I went to jail for selling some damn drugs that are legal nowadays. And if they're not legal, The pharmaceutical companies are getting away with it without batting an eye. So I put my life in danger by going to jail because it's dangerous in there. And I lost 6.5 years for doing dumb stuff. I'm going to be serious about this. I have to. So yeah, this is where I am today in 2025, November. And I feel good. I do feel good that I'm alive. I do feel good that I have a vision and goals and things that I want to get accomplished, even though I've made it to a level where I can say, you know what? I don't really care about none of that because I have reached the top of the top. I am able to feed myself. I am able to provide my own water. I do have my own electricity source with solar. I don't have a mortgage. I have a cell phone bill. I have a few other small, teeny tiny bills. And I could have gotten to a position like this and got comfortable and relaxed and said, you know what? I've already made it. But no, I'm not complacent. I'm not a complacent person. I understand that life is always going to be ever evolving and things are going to always change. There's no way I will ever sit around and just let things happen to me. I'm always going to be that one who initiates, that one who wants to get better, that one that's always looking for a solution to a problem. Because we could sit around and talk about this one and that one and why this isn't getting done and complain and bicker and just feel like crap about whatever. But there is nothing happening in that but stress. So how are we going to change? How are we going to get better? How are we going to fix the situation? What's the solution to the SNAP benefits being taken away? Growing your own food. What's the solution to the job layoffs? Preparing by buying you a property without a mortgage so you don't have to worry about your job being lost because there's no mortgage to be due. You just have property taxes, right? How are we going to combat not being able to pay our electric bill? Getting you some solar, investing up front. How are you going to be able to survive if the county cuts off the water? Dig your ass a well. Have a property that's bordering a body of water. This is real talk out here. In the day and time today where the government is shut down, Donald Trump is on his war path. Every other nation is going through what they're going through because the United States ain't the only nation that's going through something. Look at what's just going over in Tanzania. Look at what's happening over in Tanzania where those folks are like out and burning because of the president situation. The United States is just one chip of the block. And it's really, really over there compared to other countries. But it comes with a lot of craziness as well. I'd rather be right here. Honestly, to be the 1,000% honest with you, I'd rather be in South Florida or Hawaii on a nice piece of land this size where I can grow coconuts, because that's the main reason why I chose a tropical location was coconuts. But I would rather be in the United States where I know I have family and friends and, you know, the dating pool is definitely a lot bigger than what it is here, but it's okay. This is just a small season of my life. I'm going to always retain and maintain this property because guess what? We're always going to need every day food. So I'll never but I wasn't able to purchase a property like this in the States for the amount of money that I was able to pay for this one and set it up the same way. I wasn't. So I had to go for other alternatives and take a risk by going to another country, which I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm all right with that. And I shouldn't even say the dating pool because I'm not even looking to date nobody. I'm actually okay with what I have in my life and who I have in my life. Definitely, I'm okay with that. But I'm not okay with myself. That's the problem. I'm not okay with myself. A lot of y'all can run around here and act like everything is cool and perfect and come on, like something got in my throat. Come on Instagram and act like everything is perfect. But I'm not the one for that. I could. I've never been the one to say that I'm perfect. And then behind closed doors, I'm ripping my hair out and well, I don't have hair to rip out, but I'm ripping shit apart because I can't live up to the expectations that I've set for myself because I've always came on here on a perfect vibe. No, there's no escape in that. And it's not like I'm looking to escape, but the fact of the matter is being truthful and transparent and honest is the best way to go about things nowadays. Authenticity is the best way to move. Letting people know where you're vulnerable at. Letting people know where you're lacking at. Because really, what are they going to say? Damn, I'm going through that too. I ain't know Or, damn, my homegirl, my homeboy was just mentioning this. But all that running around here, perfect shit, people waiting for you to fall. They waiting for you to fall so they can say, aha, that shit wasn't so perfect, was it? Even while I'm moving around like this, you don't know. I'm sure there's someone out there that's like, this, whatever, talking crazy, but I cannot worry about that. Why would I sit around worrying about that? That's irrelevant. You know what's relevant? Them birds that I hear chirping, this life that's growing around me, the herbs, the palms, the well water, the rain, the gutters, my house, my internal well-being. That's relevant. My exercising every day, taking care of my dogs, my significant other, my family. Those are actually things that are relevant to me. And while I don't want to be here alone forever, you know, I have to get myself together now because I have the time, I have the means, I have the resources. And overall, I have the desire to get better. I have better. I want to be able to deliver myself on camera in a more transparent way, to even be more honest with you guys than I am right now. But by divulging, expressing more that may feel comfortable to me now, and I want to be able to come on here and share those things. And everything isn't for everybody. Yes, we get that. But there's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. You know what people tune into? The bullshit. Every time, that's why they cut on the news, because it's always some bullshit. And while I'm not delivering bullshit, I'm just delivering my shit, because that's what it is. It's shit. Some of this shit is good and glitter and glamour and gold, but this internal stuff is shit. And it's really me so much that I had to come on here and speak about it just so I can resonate with others who may feel like they're going through something like this. And of course, it'll help someone. So, you know, I appreciate everybody that has subscribed to my channel. I really do. Because I'm not talking to myself. I could do that in the mirror. I could do that in the mirror. It's 8 billion people on this planet. Not everybody has access to YouTube, but the ones that do, someone will find this video and find it valuable and useful to them. And that's the people I'm talking to. Some of them will say, man, thank you. I appreciate it. As people have already done, have told me that I've helped them through the day. Man, this video came right on time. Yo, I resonate with everything you just said. I've had people tell me that, and I can only feel grateful for those compliments, or sharing that I was able to touch something in your mind, in your soul. Even with the growing your own food, people love it. I just haven't been able to, the algorithm, I got that copyright strike, it slowed me down. And that's okay. That's not gonna slow me down. It slowed my channel down. It didn't slow me down. I'm still coming, I'm still delivering. But you know, in due time, the right people they've my channel. You guys have already, the right people have already found my channel. You know what I mean? You guys have already found it. And I'm blessed and thankful. And I am highly favored. You don't get to this level by not being favored. God favors me. Nature favors me. I'm in a country that is dangerous. People come up missing, tied up, duct tape for not knowing how to move correctly, wanting to be in everybody's faces, saying you got this and you got that. That shit ain't cool. Not in a country where people feel like having the money is gonna make everything better. So you running around here trying to act like you got this and you got that. That shit ain't popping. Show some humility. Cause I'm trying to tell you, you'll end up in a body bag where things ain't, it's real. But you know, even with me moving correctly and me not bothering and dealing with a lot of people, things could still happen. That's why I say I'm highly favored. I'm in the jungle. I'm back here off the, I'm like, my next door neighbor's a farmer. He doesn't even live at his property. The other property next to me is vacant. Nobody's there. Across the street from me, nobody's there. It's a farm all the way in the back. So I'm very thankful, very thankful. Get it twisted or confused. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. I appreciate you guys for watching. This is See Thy Wealth. Water your health. Drink a glass of water.